Sometimes the world feels quiet, too familiar, like we've already seen everything worth seeing. We've stepped on lonely islands no one visits. We've crossed frozen lands where breath turns to ice. We've pushed through jungles so thick the sun barely survives. And yet, one place still waits. A place that doesn't welcome us. A place that kills without warning. A cold, endless desert made of water, where strange beings move in total darkness. The deep ocean. So, let's go down. When you really think about the oceans, it almost feels unreal. They cover most of our planet. They hold unimaginable space. And yet, less than 2% of all life on Earth lives here. Even more surprising, almost all of that life stays close to the surface, within the first 200 meters. This is where our journey begins. Here, sunlight still slips through the water. Not much, but enough. Enough for tiny life forms called phytoplankton to exist. Trillions of microscopic plants drifting silently, feeding the entire ocean without ever being noticed. They are eaten by small creatures. Those are eaten by bigger ones. And so the ocean's food chain quietly survives. At this depth, the seafloor feels alive, like an underwater rainforest. Corals spread like cities. Algae sway gently. Fish, crabs, and countless creatures hide, hunt, and grow. This is the ocean we know, the ocean we swim in, the ocean we fish, study, and damage. But this is only the beginning, so we keep going. As we move away from the coast, the ground suddenly drops. This is the continental slope, a slow, endless fall into darkness. With every meter, light disappears. Plants vanish. Life changes. The seabed starts to look strange, empty, almost alien. Ahead of us is nothing but open water, and beyond it, the twilight zone. Here, pressure becomes deadly, crushing, unforgiving. The deepest scuba dive ever made barely scratches this depth. And yet, for many creatures, this place is home. During the day, they hide here, safe from predators. At night, they rise toward the surface to feed, then vanish again before sunrise. In this half-dark world, light becomes power. More than 90% of animals here can glow. They create their own light to hide, to communicate, to scare enemies, or to hunt. Some glow softly. Others flash like signals from another world. And then there is teamwork. At around 700 meters, we meet something unreal, a siphonophore. It looks like one animal, but it's actually a colony. Together, they form a glowing ribbon stretching longer than a bus. Beautiful, deadly. Tentacles drift below, armed with poison. Anything that touches them doesn't escape. But most deep-sea life depends on something far less dramatic: marine snow. Tiny flakes falling endlessly from above. Dead plants, waste, dust. It doesn't sound appealing, but without it, the deep ocean would starve. This is also where giants clash. Sperm whales dive deep, hunting massive squid in complete darkness. The battles are violent, silent, and invisible to us. Only scars on the whale's skin remain as proof. At 1,000 meters, light is gone. This is the midnight zone. Pure blackness. Swimming here is harder than walking in space. Food is rare, so life slows down. Creatures waste nothing. The vampire squid drifts without moving, using delicate arms to catch food from the water itself. Predators here don't get second chances. Their teeth are long, sharp, designed to never let go. Viperfish, frilled sharks, living traps with mouths full of needles. We sink even deeper. Below 3,800 meters, we reach the abyss. Life moves slowly here. Every movement costs energy. Creatures float, drift, glide. Only panic brings speed. We finally reach the ocean floor again, a flat, endless plain covered in soft mud. Sea cucumbers crawl silently, shrimp wander, strange worms dig through ancient dust. Dark stones lie scattered across the ground, manganese nodules, anchors for fragile corals and sponges. And then, something unexpected. Hot water erupts from the seabed. Boiling jets full of minerals rise like towers. Here, bacteria survive. Without sunlight, they turn chemicals into life. Entire ecosystems exist where no light has ever reached. At 6,000 meters, most of the ocean ends, but not all of it. Below us waits the hadal zone, Earth's deepest scars, long trenches, extreme pressure, almost no life. Almost. The snailfish drifts here, the deepest fish ever seen. And finally, we arrive. Challenger Deep, 11 kilometers below the surface. The pressure here could crush steel. And yet, life remains. Giant amphipods move through the darkness, larger than any of their shallow cousins. But something else floats here too. Plastic. Even the deepest place on Earth has been touched by us. Our oxygen fades, so we rise. After hours in darkness, light returns. The surface feels calm, almost fragile. The ocean is vast, ancient, still mostly unknown, and we owe it to ourselves and to those who come after us to protect it, because down there, so many secrets still wait to be found.